Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday to you all. We've made it halfway through the work week, and it is beautiful out there. I don't know what it is. I do know what it is. It's like the sunshine and the fact that the snow is melting and the fact that the universe is listening to my absolute, I will not go back to winter. I've made it a vow. I'm not going back from here. So they're listening so far. The universe is listening. I am excited that the sun is shining out there and that it's already warm enough for me not to have to wear a coat. It's a thing. I have this thing against big winter coats. So that in itself makes me happy. I am happy to be here with you all. I want to say thank you to our sponsors, of course, R7, who happens to be staying open one more weekend for Love Your Junk. I love junk. And the cool thing about going to the barn just up the hill in Grandview is that it's the coolest junk ever. I don't know. They go all over and they find these treasures that we all just have to have in our homes. So I hope that you guys will go up there and visit. They're even open on Friday this weekend. So they're open for a couple hours on Friday, and you can visit them on Saturday and Sunday this weekend. Also want to say thank you to Lutheran Living, Toyota of Muscatine, CBI, and of course Hy-Vee for our Market Grill Express studios. I am excited about the show. I say all the time, my favorite part about the show is that I learn something new every day from the guests that I have on, and today is going to be one of those days because I don't know a lot about Respite Connection, but we're going to learn about it today. My friend Stephanie is joining me on the show this morning. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me, Ashley.
Of course.
Thank you for giving me time to talk about our organization. So.
Yep.
Just a little bit of history. Our director, owner, started Respite Connection almost 20 years ago in 2002 with just 4 consumers in her home. And today we provide services for literally over 1,000 consumers.
Wow.
And have about 1,000 employees. And we provide roughly like 22,000 hours of respite and SEL hours a month.
Wow.
to our families.
That's amazing.
And we're really expanding. Right now we're in about 70 counties in Iowa, so we're excited about that. We came to the Muscatine area about 1 year ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
So for people who don't know, what exactly, when you're talking about Respite Connection and the services that you provide, what are some of those services that you provide to families?
So we specifically provide services to families who have a child or an adult who's on one of the waivers that the Medicaid provides through the state.
Sure.
So if you have a child or an adult on an intellectual disability, a health disability, children's mental health, or a brain injury waiver, we can provide services for them. We provide SEL, which is supported community living services. Those are specialized goals that we develop for each client that helps them become more independent.
Yeah.
And then respite is where we give the caregiver a break, the parent, which is so
Yeah.
important for them.
Yep.
And then we offer group respite too, which is really nice because sometimes our staff work with multiple clients.
Sure.
And they might be close to the same age. So they work with both of them at the same time because that socialization is so important.
It's very important, yeah. Yeah, especially right now when it's so hard to get out and have those connections. It's nice that you guys can do that in a safe kind of environment. And it's, yeah, the human connection is so important. We were talking about that actually with senior resources and some of the things that they provide, even like Meals on Wheels. Just that one maybe connection a day can mean so much to people. I really like what you were saying about the caregiver and giving them a little bit of break. It's a hard lesson to learn as a parent or a caregiver, but you have to take care of yourself in order to take care of that loved one. And if you're not caring for yourself, then eventually that's going to catch up to you. Even just that time for yourself to do self-care and do the things that you like, because being a caregiver is a big responsibility. So
yeah, it really is, and so we're really happy to provide that. We just felt like that was an area that the Muscatine area really could benefit from. And so that's why we decided to expand into this area about a year ago. And we're just really happy to be able to provide those services for any of our families that might need it. So part of the reason that I wanted to come on the show today is if there are any families out there that have a child or an adult on one of the waivers that I talked about, you know, please contact us. I know you're going to scroll our web address and my work phone number where they can get a hold of me.
Absolutely.
But also I wanted other social service agencies just to be aware of the fact that we're here. So if they have families that maybe they're working with in a different capacity that maybe need those SEL supported goals or respite, you know, to please reach out to us because we would be more than happy to provide those services to them.
Yeah, we've talked a lot with several different organizations about how it seems like Muscatine is really starting to do a better job and working hard to make sure that those connections happen, like between the organizations in town, that people know about your services and that you know about what they can offer, so that people, it's overwhelming, you know, as an individual who needs services to like reach out and figure out, well, where can I go to get help for this? It's hard enough to ask for help in the first place sometimes, and then when you don't know where to go, that's, you know, frustrating. And so it's nice that these connections are being made between organizations so that people can help, you know. And I even say for people that are out there watching today who may not have a connection, may not be a caregiver, they might not work for another organization, but when you're, you know, maybe you'll hear of someone looking for this and you'll be able to know, like, oh, well, these are the people you should call. You know, I just heard about this. So it's so important that we know about all the resources that are available, so that at one point, you know, you're probably going to hear of a story, or you're probably going to, you know, want to help out. And it's important to know what's out there, because we have so many great services in Muscatine.
And that's why I thank you so much for your show, because, you know, every day I watch and I learn about a new resource in Muscatine that I can connect my families to. So I really appreciate that. And then I wanted to make everybody aware of the virtual hiring event that we have coming up.
I think we have like an image that we can pull up that kind of says some stuff about that too as you talk about it. But
yeah, it's going to be on Wednesday, March 10th from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And you can just go to our website, respiteconnection.com, and there'll be a link that'll direct you how to go to that hiring event. It's through Indeed. But certainly if you would like to apply before that, you can go to our website and apply anytime. But we're just really, really excited to get some more team members on our staff. One of the great things about working for us is the flexibility. You can kind of set your own hours and decide when you want to work and who you want to work with. That's the great thing with the parents too, is they have a lot of say as far as who works with their child. So it's kind of a two-way street that just works out really nicely. It's a perfect job for like a high school student who maybe wants to get some respite hours or some extra work hours and after school. We have a lot of after school hours available. A college student, maybe a mom that just stays at home and maybe wants, you know, a little bit of a break, or even for that person that's looking for a full-time or a part-time regular job.
So tell me a little bit about, for people that don't know, what kind of things, like with these jobs that you're talking about, what kind of things would they be doing on the job?
Well, with respite, it's very much what the individual that you're working with wants to do. So a lot of times it's they want to go to the park and play, depending on their age, if the weather's great, or they might want to go to the movie, for example, or they might want to go to the art museum, depending on their, so it's really just very much.
It sounds pretty fun to me.
Yeah, it is, it is. Respite is great because you're basically, you know, doing fun things with the client that you're working with. It's whatever they're interested in. It might be video games or watching a movie at home. But it is really, really a lot of fun getting to know that client and what their interest is and participating in that with them. The supported community living goals, those are more tailored to that specific individual. So, for example, if they're on the Children's Mental Health Waiver, that might be working with them on some like coping skills. Or if they're on like the intellectual disability waiver, that might be working on like learning to button their clothing. or learning to brush their teeth, learning to put their clothes on.
Sure.
Pedestrian safety, traffic safety, those types of things.
Just a whole,
it's really rewarding work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lot of fun, and like you said, really rewarding to be able to help somebody be just better, like work on the things that they really need to work on. And a huge important thing I know in my past when I've worked in similar places, it's been super rewarding, but it's so amazing to see when they meet one of their goals. I mean, these individuals
Absolutely.
are just so excited when they're able to meet a goal that they've been working on, and even to help set those goals. It's so interesting to hear what some of their goals that they have for themselves are. So very cool, very rewarding work, and you can have a lot of fun on the job too. I mean, how many people get to go to the movies at work?
That's true. And it's not only rewarding work, but just the relationship building that develops between the staff and the families that they work with is just truly amazing. And we're really fortunate in that our staff is just incredible.
Sure.
They've been working every single day, with their families, even through the pandemic. And they just do wonderful work. So
it takes really special individuals to have that, I guess, desire to help others, and it's so important in this line of work. And I know that we have a ton of those individuals in Muscatine because so many awesome things come from this town. So I'm sure that there will be a lot of individuals that want to help out. So like she said, you can either wait for the virtual hiring event, which is on March 10th,
right.
Or you can get online now and sign up and maybe have an interview and stuff before March 10th even hits. Who knows?
Oh yeah. As soon as you call, I will get that application, and I will be more than glad to interview you and make you a member of our team.
That's awesome. So I know we'll probably get this question a lot. What's the age requirement for working? Is there did you be 16, 18?
You have to be at least 16.
Okay.
To do respite.
Okay.
And you have to be at least 18 to do the supported community living goals.
Okay.
And if you are under 18, you're not allowed to transport clients, but you certainly can go to their home and work with them there.
Awesome. So a great opportunity for teenagers, like you said, an after school job, or maybe on the weekends, or whatever it is. It's a perfect second job, for people who are looking for a little bit something more as well, or if you're looking for a full-time job. It sounds like you have those available too. So I hope that you guys will all reach out, get on their website. We can link that in the comments of today's show for you, so it's easy for you guys to get out. It's also in the scroll that will be throughout the show, just as a reminder. But get out there, find out more about the services, and see if it might be a right fit for you, whether it's to work there, whether maybe you have a family or friend that could use the services, maybe yourself needing those services right here in Muscatine. So thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. I love learning about new stuff in Muscatine and having those resources to share. So I appreciate it a lot.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, everybody, we're going to go quickly to the aisle cam, and when we come back, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what National Day it is and teach you a recipe on how you can celebrate. I'm not sure if you guys have heard, but also we have Starbucks, I've noticed, in our aisle cam this morning, and they have a new service where you can actually text in your Starbucks order and pick it up curbside. So easier than ever to get a yummy Starbucks drink right from your local Hy-Vee store. We have that number that we can pull up for you now, but it's 563-2999, and you are able to just text your order right in, and they will bring it out to you curbside. So how amazing is that? even easier to get that Starbucks drink for us all. So I told you guys that we would talk a little bit about today's National Day, and it is National Tortilla Chip Day. I am a personal fan of the tortilla chip, and actually Hy-Vee's brand is one of my favorites. I love it, the one in the brown bag here. They're super awesome. I actually love the strips. If you guys haven't done the strips yet, you guys need to get some of those. They dip perfectly into your little cup of salsa or whatever you want to dip in. But it is National Tortilla Chip Day, and we have a recipe for, it's called, let me get this right, sheet pan nachos. So a super easy way for you to enjoy some tortilla chips today, maybe after school as a snack or after work, a fun way to enjoy and celebrate National Tortilla Chip Day. So we're gonna watch how we can make those sheet pan nachos right now. I love the done in one segments because, as you guys probably already know if you've watched the show before, I am not a very great cook. But the done in ones, I can handle a minute of making something. I don't get distracted in a minute most of the time. So sheet pan nachos, a great way to celebrate the National Tortilla Chip Day. So I have been resistant to this TikTok thing. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know. I'm just like, I don't understand like what the fun of that is. Some of them are just like so beyond weird. Like I don't know about some of these videos, but but then my wonderful friends Chris and Melissa sent me a link to one, a specific lady that does her and her husband do some TikToks, and they thought that maybe I would be able to to pull it off as well. And I have to say, it was slightly addicting last night. So I wanted to share with you guys my first couple TikToks that I made. It was kind of fun. It was kind of fun, and even though I had to have my 10-year-old daughter Hanley show me how to make a TikTok, how to do this, I think I was quite successful for my first couple. So I wanted to share those with you this morning. Let me know what you think.
My mom used to use phrases, I don't know what she was talking about half the time. I want you to clean up this room, every nook and cranny. Every nook. What is the cranny? What's a nook? I don't know what that is either, you crazy lady. Is my nook dirtier than my cranny? Well, your nook is fine, but your cranny's filthy. Clean it up now. Clean it up. Pronto. Pronto.
I love my wife. She's a lunatic. Just emotionally reckless. Just a roller coaster of emotions. And you know what? Many women, you know how you feel when you wake up. Some of you wake up irritated. Why are you taking this out on the guy you see every day? And let's just backtrack just a minute. I don't even get that shit. How do you wake up already pissed off? You just got up. How you just wake up like, look at him. Just enjoying himself. Not at my house.
it was a lot of fun to make them. So I'm not going to allow myself to get too addicted, but I am looking forward to making some more for us all to enjoy. It was fun. I mean, I had a good time, and I hope that you guys enjoyed them too. Thank you so much for joining the show today. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much to our sponsors again, R7, the barn's just up the hill, so go visit them this weekend. CBI, Lutheran Living, Hy-Vee, of course, and our friends over at Toyota of Muscatine. Until tomorrow, when I see you again, remember that kindness is free. So spread that stuff wherever you go.
TJ Deere here at Toyota Muscatine, and this is what it feels like to have a brand new Toyota.
It's the new car smell.
It's the new stories.
It's the new adventure. It's the memories.
Come and see us for your 2020 Toyota.